right, we're talking about the governor proposing this record-breaking tax incentive for Hollywood. A lot of people think this might be a little bit too little, too late.
Well, it's such a tricky business. Let's unpack it a little bit. Yesterday, Governor Gavin Newsom gets up and proposes that we more than double the amount of tax credits that we make available to Hollywood. Right now, that program is limited to $330 million in tax credits per year. Newsom is proposing that we raise that to $750 million on an annual basis. Hollywood says if you don't do that, we're just going to take our business and all the jobs that we create elsewhere. And obviously, this is a very, very important industry to California, and we don't want to see those jobs going to Georgia and elsewhere that are offering their own very aggressive tax incentives as well to try to lure this business, films, TV shows, to their areas. But let's stop and look at this for a moment. What we're really talking about here, anytime we offer tax credits to businesses, is subsidies from taxpayers. This money has to come from somewhere, and if we're going to give it to these private companies, obviously taxpayers will have to make it up at the back end at some point if we are starting to run short. So this is your money we're talking about ultimately, and that's kind of a big deal because how many businesses are out there that you're comfortable subsidizing? You know, I mean, I can understand small startups. You want to give them a leg up. You want to help them get into the marketplace. But now we're talking about major Hollywood studios and a business that is overwhelmingly run by millionaires and very wealthy people. At the same time, it's hard not to think that we're all being, well, played by the players of Hollywood. They know full well that dozens of states are competing for their business because clearly a production brings a lot of jobs with it. And let's be real clear about this. The behind-the-scenes players of the film and TV productions, they're not bringing down fat stacks. These are working stiffs. They can use whatever work they can get. But the above-the-line folks, no, these are fairly well-to-do people who are pulling down big bucks, and we are subsidizing them. And that's a little bit uncomfortable. At the same time, there's a clear sense that these guys know that if they play the states off against each other, they can force a race to the bottom whereby all of these states are now offering more and more incentives, more and more aggressive programs, which means more and more tax money to get Hollywood to take their business to their states. And make no mistake, I've talked to these execs. They want to be here. This is where they all have homes. This is where the actors and actresses have homes. This is where the below-the-line people have their homes. They don't want to go to Georgia, but they will pursue wherever the money is going to take them, and it's very expensive to launch a thing, but this is what's happening here, is that they're basically outsourcing their financial risk to us. And there's not a lot of businesses that can get away with this. So when we talk about more than doubling the tax credits for Hollywood to $750 million, it's an impressive offer. And over in Georgia, you can be sure they're going to take note. But you know what happens next? People in Georgia offer a more aggressive tax plan as well. And before you know it, we're basically paying for this business, this very wealthy business, to do business. That's not really a good place for us to be.
A lot of people affected by this that are not in the business, coffee shops, restaurants, things like that, by the big studios. So that's a concern too.
Yeah, and as the other states build out their infrastructure, Georgia in particular, they've got the ability to be able to compete with us in a very real sense. But, you know, they're all offering the same thing, and that is they're offering taxpayer money to try to lure this business in, and this is a very wealthy business. And that's why I think we should all start at some point asking questions about how much is too much.
Interesting perspective. I've thought of what you said because we've done stories about all these mom and pop shops, and then I think about the people you said below the line who have homes here who are trying to pay mortgage. I kind of wonder, is there going to be a little bubble here in Hollywood area, greater Los Angeles, of people in the industry who can't afford their mortgage anymore because these jobs are gone?
It's already happening after the strike and the pandemic.
Right.
And in the other states, they're not paying as much for craft services or whatever as we're paying.
Yeah.
So again, it's the race to the bottom, and that's not a good place to be.
Interesting. Okay, this is a huge deal.
This is big.
The McDonald's Flurry machine saga could finally be over.
Our long national nightmare is at an end. Okay, let's backtrack a little bit. McDonald's patrons know full well that if you're hankering for an ice cream and you go to McDonald's, there's a pretty good chance the McFlurry machine will be broken. I can tell you why. It's not just happenstance. It turns out that the company that makes these machines, a company called Taylor, well, they refuse to let third parties service the machines. So when these things break down, it's up to Taylor to come in and fix it, and clearly they don't have enough technicians to go around, and that's why so many of these machines are busted. This happens so often that there's actually a website called McBroken.com that tracks broken McFlurry machines. Now, ultimately, where this story is going is to right to repair. And if you're not familiar with that, that's kind of a big deal because we're talking about very specific companies, hi Apple, that like to prevent third parties from working on their stuff. Therefore, they make it virtually impossible for third-party repair companies to get the parts or the backup they need to work on, let's say, an iPhone, for example. And so you have to do your business with Apple. You're a captive customer, and they can charge whatever they want. Taylor was apparently doing the same thing with the McFlurry machines. They weren't letting anyone else repair it. So what happened? Well, consumer advocates sued because of the scope of this, and a court gave a copyright exemption to the McDonald's franchisees to be able to get around Taylor's blocks. In other words, they'd be able to get the digital locks required to get into the machine and do the repair. And that's all that was holding us back, was just being able to open the thing up and get in and do the fix. But the fact that it took a lawsuit and a court decision to get these companies to do the right thing here, that's a little bit uncomfortable. Moreover, as consumers, the right to repair is a very big deal. If your stuff breaks down, you shouldn't have to buy a new thing or pay an exorbitant price to get it fixed. Let the marketplace dictate how much that cost should be. That's the way it's supposed to work.
I love that you do all this research on an ice cream machine for us. We're so grateful.
Why was it breaking so much in the first place? Doesn't that say a lot about Taylor's quality, huh?
I think it also says a lot about the ice cream process, and you got cold things here and hot things. You know,
it's a lot.
I'm
thing.
okay as long as they put the sign before you get in the
Yes.
drive-through line,
my
right?
gosh.
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
But I had no idea that this is a right to repair issue and not just McDonald's being laggardly in fixing things.
I had always heard it was people who didn't feel like cleaning it at the end of the
Right,
shift.
the employees.
Yes.
Which could be a thing as well. In any case, someone needs to go under the hood at some point
Yep.
and do some fixes. And if Taylor couldn't do it, you get someone else who can.